Now, I am bringing this message to you this morning like a test. An exam that you must write. That you will score yourself by the time the exam is over, whether you pass or whether you fail. Life is a choice. Your approach to life is a choice that you have decided to make. So everybody, make sure you take your biro, your jotter. I don't want you to just be listening to me like a radio. I want you to take your jotter and your biro and write. The particular steps you have to take in writing this exam, you'll be getting it. You note them down. You must write this exam and score yourself at the end of the day to see whether you have failed or whether you have succeeded. This ministry is a teaching one. We are not coming to see vision for you. Nobody is coming to do it for you. This ministry is a teaching one. It's a ministry of enlightenment that will give you direction for living. What you don't do with your life is what you don't realize from your life. The life that is left to chances is the life that is devoid of accomplishment in life. So I beg you in the name of the Lord to listen this morning. It will be my heart desire that after this message, if I ask you to stand up, now why did you come to church today? You have something to say. Thank you, my daughter. God bless you. The topic of our discussion this morning is a new season. The topic of our discussion this morning is a new season. A new season. A new season. Life is made up of seasons. Life is configured in times and seasons. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 says, for everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under the sun. Ecclesiastes 3:1. So life is configured in times and seasons. That is why change is the constant of life. The constant of life is change. As we have embarked upon this 60 days fasting and prayer, captivity turning encounters, the byproduct of captivity turning encounters is a new season. When captivity has turned, it ushers in a new season. In Job chapter 14, Job 14:14, if a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come. The end product of captivity turning is a new season. What gives expression to a new season is change. What gives expression to a new season is change. 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 The constant in life's journey is change. Change. Our greatest need as we want to enter into year 2022 is change. Your greatest need as you want to access year 2022 is change. I beg you, listen very well. A change is an experience that turns things around. A change is an experience that turns things around. A change is an experience that reverses the status quo. There are three types of changes that happen in life. According to the factors behind them. Three types of changes in life. Number one, the first type of change in life is demonic change. The first type of change in life is demonic change. A demonic change is the change that happened without you knowing about it. A demonic change is a change that is orchestrated by Satan. Most of the time, those changes did not have your input in it. In Job chapter 2, Job chapter 2, I read verse 11. Now when Job's three friends had heard of the evil that was come upon him, they came every one from his own place, Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, for they had made an appointment together to come and mourn with him and to comfort him. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not. Did you see that? Terrible change. When they had lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept. And they ran everyone, and they rent everyone his mantle, and sprinkled dust upon their head towards heaven. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. That is an evil change, demonic change. Bible said when Job's 3 friends sat down and they saw him, they didn't know him again. Satanic change. So the first change that a man experiences in life is a change that he is not aware of. The change that suddenly happened. And when the change has taken place, it reverses the destiny upside down. Only change. Now listen. Every time, whether you are aware of it or not, there are powers in the kingdom of darkness that are enthroning evil change in your life, whether you are conscious of it or not. We live in a world of cause and effect. Nothing just happens. Every time the situation is good and pleasant with you, there are forces that want to reverse it. Every time you smile with your spouse in the house, there are forces that are angry that you are smiling. Every time you hit a contract and one major amount of money enters into your hand, don't think that everybody is happy with it. There are forces that are bitter that money enters into your hand. The earlier you are aware of these forces, the better is it for you to do something. You don't agree with them in economics. I don't know how they said this, ceteris paribus. All things being equal, it is not possible for all things to be equal. So listen, the first change that happened to a man in life is a demonic or an evil change. In year 2021, many people have become victims of that change. Number 2, the second type of change that happened to a man in life is natural change or human change. Natural change. Human change or natural change is the change that is initiated by man himself. For demonic change, you didn't initiate it. For natural change, you initiated it. In Luke chapter 15, the gospel according to Luke chapter 15, in verse 17, and when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father have enough bread to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and I am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me one of thy hired servants. Verse 20. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell upon his neck and kissed him. The second type of change is the shame. Make me one of your higher servants.